Hello, YouTubers. I am hoping that somebody out there who knits on a loom can help me with a problem that I'm having. Let me show you that I am using the big rectangular loom, and I'm going to apologize in the beginning for not putting my face on the video. I look terrible this late at night, and it's not a pretty sight, so you will just hear my voice. I am doing what is called, at least I believe it is called, a flat panel blanket. And I also believe what I am doing is called the garter stitch, where I do knit one row, purl the next row. I am still fairly new at knitting. I've only done one project so far, and that project had a lot of mistakes in it, and I am trying to learn from them, and this is going to be one of my learning curves. Hopefully one of you can help me with. Now my dilemma is, I will tell you, I start right here and go around this way, down and around, and do the wrap around, the E-wrap for the knit, and then I come back and do the pullover for the knit. And once I'm done with that, this is what I end up with. My last peg has a 3-inch loop on it. And I will tell you that my loop starts to get big usually when I get about, let's see, I start my pullovers here, and when I get about a third of the way down here on the first long side coming back, and the loop gets bigger and bigger as I go around. So if anybody has any ideas on why this may be happening and how I can stop it from happening, and also since I already have this loop here, if anybody has any ideas on how I can make this loop smaller to fit the peg, you know, like all the others, and I can continue on with my project. So that is what I am having trouble with. Honestly, I don't know what happens, because let me grab my thing here, and I will show you that. Let me see if I can get on here. See, these are fairly tight, and they're the same when I do the E-wrap. They're fairly tight, but I have enough room to do a pullover when I do the knit. So I don't understand how I can get a loop so big when they're fairly snug around the peg. I don't understand it. So this is what I am in need, you know, of major help. And what I did here with the two different colors is I left both colors attached to the loom. And I did first, as you can see, 32 rows of solid purple. And then I tied the pink on with a slip knot and put it up, and I knit over, and then I just started going with the pink, and I went around and did one knit, came back with a purl, and I took the purple and I just wrapped it behind the pink yarn, and then I continued on and did a knit and a purl and came back, did the same with the pink, wrapped it around the purple, and just kept going. And I've done 32 rows, 16 each, of the pink and the purple. And this is a project for my son, and he has asked me to go back to do some solid color in the center of the blanket. And it's just going to be a small lap blanket for like when he sits and watches television, Or as in my case, it would be for my lap when I'm in my wheelchair outside. But I need to do 32 rows of solid pink. Then I'm going to do 32 rows of solid purple. And then I'm going to duplicate this again with the 32 rows, 16 each, of what I call the stripes. And then the other end of the blanket is going to be solid pink. And he's okay with that design. And that's only because, like I said, I'm a beginner and I don't know much about how to put design into projects yet. I'm still learning. So, if somebody could help me figure out why I'm having trouble with these loops at the end and why they get to be so big when I get to about this point in the project. I don't understand it. And I've asked on other videos before and I haven't gotten answers. And there's a wonderful lady out there who's been trying to help me with this. But she's got a lot going on in her life, and I'm giving her that respect of not bugging her all the time. So, if there is somebody out there that can help me with this, I would greatly appreciate it because I don't really know what I'm doing, and I enjoy doing this. I'm a disabled woman, who needs something to fill her time, and knitting is a great pastime for me amongst other crafts that I do, but I am enjoying this and I just don't want to have this problem anymore. So I would appreciate any help that can be given. I appreciate it in advance. I will say thank you very much, and I hope to hear from some people very soon. Thanks again. And stay safe out there, everyone, with this COVID-19 going on. Please isolate and stay away from other people. It makes it hard for people like me that do have to go out on occasion. And if somebody could be a carrier and not know it, you could make me sick in an instant. So please, please stay home and do what you can for your first responders, which is anybody that's making this easier for us, which is the doctors, the nurses, the police, the EMTs, the firemen, and the people that work in the grocery stores and any store for that matter. They keep the shelves stocked so we can get what we need to stay home. I can't stress that enough. Please stay home, everybody. And again, thank you. And hopefully somebody has an answer for me on this gigantic loop problem. And I will tell you, on the other project I did, the longest loop I had was 4.5 inches. And I just ended up cutting it here at the center point. And I just tied it off.